Multiversus is what every Smash clone should be, and after playing it for about 10 hours, it is definitely fun, and I see it being popular for a long time. But the thing is, this isn't the only time I've thought that and had been wrong before. I'm not gonna point fingers. Multiversus right now is still alive, and will continue to stick out from other Smash clones for the time being. But why don't we talk about what made this game successful, and this one fail? The problem with Nick All-Star Brawl is that it was marketed like it was just like Smash, but now with all your favorite Nick characters. And I mean, sure, it is a platform fighter, but the thing is, it's more like Valhalla. And that's fine, but the thing is that Valhalla is a very competitive game, where every character plays the same way. And that's not what people wanted from Nick's new game. They wanted a more casual, fun experience. The main problem with Nick All-Star Brawl is that it's repetitive. You get bored so quick because there's no point in playing as different characters. And you're fighting someone who plays just like you. There's no replayability in it all. The thing that makes Smash Bros. Combat fun is three things. One, the iconic characters you play as. Two, the unique playstyles of every character. And three, the references to their universes. And Nick All-Star Brawl had none of this except the iconic characters. But they didn't have voice acting until recently, and the whole game is just lifeless. And why would you pay full price for this when Valhalla is right there? But Multiversus has most definitely topped both of these games, as it checks all the boxes I was talking about. It has iconic counters, unique movesets, and the references. And unlike Nick's game, it had voice acting from the beginning. And not just basic stuff, they went all the way with each character having multiple different lines of dialogue to say to different characters. This game works differently than Smash's combat. Smash's combat is block, counter, attack, and repeat, but Multiversus is way more fast-paced, with the combat more being that it's more about going in, getting some attacks, and dodge out of the way, and hope you can keep hitting. It reminds me of the fast-paced gameplay of Dragon Ball FighterZ, even though these two games are nothing alike. But let's see what a friend of mine has to say.
What up? I'm Joel. Let's get into this. Now, personally, I think the Multiversus is better than Smash Bros. Because it has movies and TV shows characters unlike Smash Bros. Because Smash Bros. Only has video game characters and things like that. And on top of that, Warner Brothers has a huge library of movies and TV shows to benefit for Multiverses and just make it a better game in general. And maybe someday it can surpass Smash. And one more thing, I think that classes is so much better than weights. Because with classes, you know exactly what it is. If it's an assassin, a bruiser, a healer, or whatever. But with a weight, you've got to look it up and find it out, all that stuff. And with classes, it just makes it a lot easier to hop right into the game. And that's all I gotta say. Giving it back to Jaden.
There's just one problem with the game, and that is how unbalanced the characters can get. For example, Finn is an assassin, and yet he has a high weight and can knock people out on low percent with his backpack, when Finn should weigh the same as Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. And if they don't listen to the community, I give the game about 3 months. What if Warner Brothers plays it right? This could be really good, but only time will tell if the game stays alive. But what can they do to keep the game alive? Well, here are my ideas. They say they will keep making skins you have to pay for, but if they focus on making more skins than characters and maps, then the game will die. And yeah, skins get people talking, but it doesn't get people actually on the game. And speaking of characters and maps, they need a good balance of both. If we have a bunch of counters but only a handful of stages, then people will get bored quick, and same goes for the other way around. So far it seems that doing it, like Smash Bros., a new counter brings us a new stage. The only exception is Reborn. Also, that mention of Reborn may be the only chance you get of hearing me something that isn't nutty. And also, add Mordecai and Rigby to this game. I love regular show. They better add them. I know they made an announcement about add Mordecai and Rigby. I need them in this game. If not, I'm deleting it, and I'll never mention it again. Besides counters and maps, the only way to keep a free-to-play game alive is new game modes and events. We already have a new game mode coming soon with 1v3s, and stuff like that seems fun. This game is a party game after all. I want to see crazy modes like that. and huge events. Give out free rewards. Look at Fall Guys, they have events all the time, but usually the free item sucks. If you actually want it to work, then you're going to need to put stuff that people actually want. But having small things help free games stay alive. But that's all my ideas for multiverses, and all I can do is hope it does well. My only request is give Rebond mature language.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit.